again. Let's see what we can do. Let's have a look. Talk to Captain Robard. So I'm just trying to get the sound right.
What needs to be done?
Look, a military encampment's a complicated thing. I don't expect it to be as peaceful and orderly as Holy Mass. But what we have here now is havoc. The men are as nervous and short-tempered as caged bears. When you walk around the camps, you'll see for yourself. Grumbling everywhere, complaints about everything from the gruel to the fleas. They're moaning they've drunk the alehouse dry, and now they have to wait for the next batch of beer. We've got dead who deserve a decent burial, and a lot of wounded, including one of their lordships. The less the troops grumble, the better off we'll all be. But that's not even the main problem.
What do you mean?
Did you hear what Sir Divish was saying to Fafar, our master builder?
I heard some of it.
And what did you make of it?
He said he'd never built a trebuchet catapult. I wouldn't even know where to start, but he might.
But, if it'll take him as long as he said, we can't wait until Judgment Day. We don't have that much time.
I'll try to ask him if I can help in some way.
You should definitely do that. Without a trebuchet, we're much too weak.
How are you faring, Sir Robard?
How do you think I'm faring, lad? There's some cutthroat thug lolling about in my bed at the castle.
Well, at least no one's raised Talmberg.
Not so far. Though we may end up doing it ourselves to smoke the bastard out.
I imagine Sir Divish isn't taking it too well.
And why do you think he handed command over to me? But it pains my heart too. That place is my home.
What's the easiest way to take back Talmberg?
The easiest way? Call in the Royal Army and leave it to them. But there's no Royal Army to help us now, and we can't afford to wait. What's more, we don't want to destroy the castle. Personally, I'd like to return to it.
Repairing the castle would be expensive.
And time-consuming. No trebuchets wholly on target. The missiles fly as they please. And if we blast the castle to pieces and Sigismund comes back, he'll make short work of us.
Do you think Sigismund will come back?
How do I know what's in his head? But if he doesn't take advantage of this chaos, someone else probably will. The whole country will know about it soon enough.
I'd never have thought so many people were keeping an eye on Talmberg. Like that fellow Havel.
Not only Talmberg, and we've left precious few men in Ratai. If we're defeated here, who's to stop them from pillaging the whole province? And there's no shortage of power-hungry bastards like Havel and Toth in Bohemia.
Is there some way we can get through the gate?
There are steps from the gate up to the walkway on the battlements, and I don't know how Ishtvan's covering them. Then there's the portcullis to get through. A big battering ram might breach it, but how could you get one that close? I reckon we'll have to set fire to it.
Stuck up brushwood and light it?
Brushwood, timber, anything that burns, soaked in as much pitch as possible. The local charcoal burners surely have some.
And even if it doesn't burn the gate right down, it'll weaken it and make it easier to break through.
Exactly.
And what about the walls? Which side is the most vulnerable?
The south and east are solid. It would be useless to try anything there.
It's best defended from the north, and as for the west...
From the west is where we tried it, and got royally fucked, if you recall. But I think in the end we'll try that way again, only this time we'll do it better.
Pity they didn't stay holed up in Vranyuk for longer. It would have been much easier there.
Toth is a wily fox. If he'd had all his men with him there would have been real carnage. It's likely we only won there because he'd already gone and taken most of his best soldiers with him.
Is there anything you can tell me about Talmberg's weak points?
The truth is, Talmberg has far too few weaknesses. Who'd have thought that was something I'd come to regret?
Pity they didn't stay holed up in Vranyuk for...
Toth is a wily fox. If he'd had all his men with him there would have been real carnage. It's likely we only won there because he'd already gone and taken most of his best soldiers with him.
Is there anything else I can help with?
Well, we need some pitch. I know you had dealings with the charcoal burners.
I've met a few, true enough.
Then have a look around the area. If you manage to find any pitch, bring it to our quartermaster in the camp at the quarry.
Can you teach me how to defend myself better in combat?
Certainly.
I'm interested in more advanced techniques.
Wouldn't you rather learn the basics first?
Well, I'll think it over. I'd like to get better at fighting with a mace.
Certainly.
I'd like to hone my skills.
First, you have to have some skills to hone.
Well, I'll think it over. I'd like to improve my swordsmanship.
Certainly.
I want to achieve mastery.
All right, but it'll cost you.
1.6 isn't bad.
Now, pay close attention.
Hi Robert, I hope you lot are behaving yourselves. Must have
God
been
be with you, lad. What can I do for you?
Sir Robard sent me to you. He said you have to build a trebuchet.
Indeed. A trebuchet that can smash the walls of Tamburg. I, a mining engineer. What do I know of war machines? I'll never manage it on my own.
Well, I'd like to help you, but how? I don't know anything about trebuchets either.
Actually, there is a way you could help. Conrad Keyser came to Sasso recently. If you could get him to come here, it would save my skin.
Conrad Keyser? Who's he?
He's a scholar who studied medicine, but he also designed siege engines. He even took part in the siege of Nicopolis, together with Sigismund.
You're still an engineer, though. Couldn't you build it yourself?
Are you serious? Do you know how complicated such a machine is? What forces are at work in the contraption? If we were lucky, it wouldn't fire at all. Far more likely it would smash itself to smithereens and kill lots of us instead of the enemy.
He was with Sigismund.
It's not so straightforward. They quarrelled after the battle, after Conrad blamed their defeat on Sigismund.
I don't suppose he took that too well.
Quite. That's what led to Conrad being banished from Prague and making a base at Bethlen Castle.
Banished? Like a common criminal?
He was a member of the court and a doctor and a master engineer, so nothing quite that bad befell him. I've even heard he has a whole host of wise men with him and they're writing some book together.
What's he doing here in Sasau?
They sent him over here to help with building the monastery. No doubt they had to pay handsomely to get him.
And how am I supposed to get him here? Abduct him?
Well, only if all else fails. We need his cooperation. Try having a word with him. By all accounts, he hates Sigismund.
All right, I'll do what I can.
Thank you, Henry. Maybe we will build that trebuchet after all. Bye.
Where do we need to go? Let's have a look. Right, ask around the camp, see if anyone needs help. Talk to the quartermaster, Sir Divish, Captain Bernard. Ask for pitch and help Master Faithar. Right, Conrad can wait. Let's go around the camp. See what seeds. Quartermaster.
I'm honored that a knight such as you takes an interest in me.
How are we doing with the food?
Who wants to know? One of their lordships?
No, I just wondered if there was anything you're short of.
Oh, I see. The lordling is wondering if we're in urgent need of anything. Well. To tell the truth, we don't have much meat. They bring it round often enough, but never as much as they should.
Yes, I've heard something like that.
I'll say. Every other man's moaning on about it. The gamekeepers are doing all they can, but they can't keep up. So if you know how to help them out, bring it right here. I'll take care of the rest.
Fine, I'll keep that in mind. I brought you some meat.
Stack it over here.
Long meat.
What's going on? You said you
It's
were...
the wrong one.
Do we have any
That's
beer?
better.
Christ, I wish we did. Our ale's all gone and we've drained the local inn dry.
That's bad news.
Don't I know it? You can't go and catch a beer in the woods either. But if you happen to know about some, let's hear it. News like that'd refresh me almost as much as a drink. And the lads, too. Farewell.
Who else? There's no one else at that camp. Go along to the next one.
Yeah.
Straight past the bloody camp. Again.
Yeah.
Unless they're out walking. Just do.
Yeah.
Greetings. What business have you?
Are you wishing you'd stayed home at Ratai instead of joining in our nighttime venture?
You must be joking. I haven't had so much fun since... actually ever.
Really? Despite being wounded? Actually, you missed the best part. When I was hauling you like a sack of grain to the battlements, dead to the world.
It can't have been that much fun if I fell asleep. But you might have handled me a bit more gently. I'm black and blue all over.
Oh, all right then. Next time I'll just leave you to Istvan's tender mercies.
Nonsense. What would you do without me? Still, thank you for hauling me out of there.
Anything for you, my lord.
Goodbye.
God be with you, lad. What can I do for you?
How do you feel, Sir Divish? How's the shoulder?
I felt better, boy. I feel awful, truth be told, and my shoulder's paining me.
Let someone tend to the wound and you'll soon be better.
The flesh can be healed, perhaps, but the spirit... Henry, can you do something for me?
What is it you need, sir?
I need a priest as well as a physician. The closest was in Rovna, but I don't know what happened to him. And then there's the one from Ujits. What's his name?
Godwin. But why would you need a priest? The wound will heal, especially with the help of one of the monks.
It's not about me. I've got a lot of wounded here that won't see morning, and dead men, and I have to confess my sins. God be with you.
Let's have a look. Captain Bernard should be behind me. Don't think I'd get far if I unhorsed him.
I wouldn't turn it down, but the gruel with lard isn't too bad. It'll be worse when we run out of fat, though. We'll soon be down to cabbage.
Don't even speak of it. The only thing cabbage is good for is helping you digest a nice chunk of meat. On its own, it's pure bellyache.
So let's hope by the time they get rid of their kids, what would you do then?
Where are you going? I want to talk to you. Get back here. Nope. While we're waiting for him, we go to the inn in the glade. See if Andrew can help with the beer shortage.
How are you?
What do you think about Talmberg being attacked?
What do I think? That as long as decent people can live in peace, I can talk my way out of paying taxes. I don't care who my liege lord is.
Well, this new lord never forgets a man who fails to pay him a single groschen, and the poor probably go straight to the gallows for it.
It's terrible news, especially for us. Poor. I hope you'll drive him out of here so fast he'll shit himself, or hang him from the tallest Talmberg tree.
People usually shit themselves when that happens too.
All to the good. A nice bit of manure and everything blossoms.
Andrew, there's no more beer in Talmberg, and the soldiers are starting to grumble. Can't you send some there?
I could, but there's nothing in it for me.
Just as a matter of interest, who do you pay your taxes to?
You're saying I should be paying to Talmberg towards Sir Divish? When Sir Havel of Waldeck was the master here, I managed to wriggle out of it. Nobody's come collecting since.
Well, right now, there are 3 noblemen camped by Talmberg, one of whom might be very interested to learn about all the tax you owe. I imagine he might want to collect it in the form of beer.
When you put it like that, I have got a few kegs I could send over. I won't lose out too much. They'd only spoil if I kept them longer, and I'd have to throw them away.
Just remember, if you poison them, they'll hang you for it.
Those soldiers would drink it up long before it has time to go off. And what's more, what with all that cabbage being eaten, it wouldn't occur to anyone the shits came courtesy of the beer. I'll have them loaded up right away and taken back. And give their lordships my regards. Tell them I'm sending my best beer as a gift. Why the devil shouldn't I get some goodwill out of this at least?
Greetings, Henry.
I'd like you to teach me how to be better at stealth.
Certainly.
I want to achieve mastery.
You can't become a master overnight. You have to know almost everything before trying to achieve mastery.
Well, I'll think it up.
Good luck then.
Looks like I might have done everything up as far as I can. Oh. Oh. The more damage to your sword, the greater chance of poisoning your opponent when you hit them. When you're wounded, the stronger your attacks. Each blow in an interrupted chain will hurt your opponent more than the previous one. Go for Rusty Edge. Those ones don't really matter, so just do that one. Don't need any of them. F, pitch burners. Charcoal burners.
Yeah.
It's hard to see on the screen whether I'm going the right way. Go left.
Yeah.
It's with all the letters and the markers being so small.
Yeah.
So.
God save you, good knight. What can I do for you?
I'm looking for some pitch for Talmberg.
Already? What happened to the last lot we supplied?
I don't know, and it doesn't matter. Do you have any, or don't you?
I do. I had a buyer lined up, but it's been a while since he showed his face. What do you need it for?
Talmberg's been taken by a horde of brigands, so we're laying siege to it. We could use some pitch.
Christ's blood. I hadn't heard the news. All right, it's all yours. You gave us a hand with that ginger when we needed it, and if it's for Sir Divish, I know my duty. If you want to haul it away yourself, feel free, or I can get someone to deliver it to you.
Thank you. God bless
I
you.
need to mute the mic a sec.
Good luck, then.
Why is it everyone doesn't want you when you're not busy? And as soon as you're doing something, everyone wants you. Sod's law.
Buy my potions made from magical herbs plucked from the flanks of Mount Olympus.
God save. How may I help you, good knight? May the Lord watch over you.
It's the butcher I need to talk to.
I'm at your service, Sir Knight. Farewell.
Why can't I get meat? Oh yeah, I've got to go and hunt it. That explains why. Let's go and get some sleep.
Madonna.
We need some food. We better buy some food in a bit. Let's head back to Talmberg and see if we can talk to, I think it's Robard on the horse, see if he's finished his morning ride.
Yeah.
God be with you, Henry.
Talk to
God
you.
be with you, lad. What can I do for you?
How are you, my lord?
How do you think? That slimy toad has my blood boiling. If I get my hands on him, I'll rip his black heart out. Only I've been handed the job of guarding the western route, at the quarry. But there's not a damn thing happening there.
Well, at least you're out of archery range of the castle.
True, but it's not much consolation. If the men don't get something to do soon, I'll have to put them to work in the quarry. Idle hands are the devil's tools.
How do you think the siege will go, sir?
Better than it has done so far, I hope. First, we lost your lord and father, and then our nighttime assault failed.
I'm sorry we didn't succeed. It would all have been over by now. But at least we got out alive.
If the two of you had been left behind, Istvan would have had another pair of hostages. Oh, let's pray our fortunes improve. But I'm a bit worried about that trebuchet. I don't have much experience with engines of war. Even if we do drive Toth out, there might not be much left of the castle after we've done it.
Sir Hanush, do you think Sir Radzig is all right?
Oh, don't worry, he's more used to Toth alive, so he's in no danger for now.
For now?
Radzig's a man who knows how to take care of himself. I'm more concerned about Lady Stephanie. It would be dreadful if anything happened to her.
It was a pleasure to talk to you, Sir Hanush.
Likewise, Henry. Take care.
Look like Captain Bernard's done a disappearing act.
Yeah.
Get over.
How are you?
How are the men holding up?
They're a rabble. The out-of-towners are desperate to go home. And the locals, they've got nowhere else to go. So they're just generally complaining.
Are they causing trouble?
No trouble as such. It's true I've caught a few of them asleep on their watch. There's nothing a couple of lashes of the whip can't cure.
Well, there might be a simpler solution.
Whipping a man, simple enough. Just give one of them a beating, the others will remember. When they forget, do it again.
But then you'd have an injured soldier. It occurred to me a herbal potion might do the trick.
I never heard of any wives' quackery helping troop morale. But Christ knows they could do with something to flush the booze out of them and keep their eyes open. Good luck, then.
Right, hopefully now we've got a list of everything we need. Get some meat, that's easy. Got the bear. Let's go to Ujits. See if Father Godwin will help out. I don't know whether he will, because I failed the witch's quest because the game glitched. If not, I'd be over to Vovna.
How are you?
I've
brought you back that manuscript you lent me.
Ah, the opus of Matthew of Yanov. I was wondering if I'd ever see it again. Thanks, my son.
There's something I need from you, Father Godwin.
Is there, my son? How can I help?
There are a lot of dead and wounded at Talmberg, and no one to make the sign of the cross on their foreheads.
Has someone requested my services?
Sir Divish himself.
Well, 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 Sir Divish sends for me, and you're doing the asking, young Hal. How could I refuse? I'll go there right away. God be with you.
He's a good priest. Or father, whatever you want to call him. Next one. Meat I already know about. Monastery. Stop your spit.
I've come to ask for help.
Again? Such trying times we live in. God is testing us all. So what is it you need?
Their lordships have laid siege to Talmberg, and the brigands have wounded Sir Divish and many other people. I'm to ask if the monastery might send someone to help.
These are tragic times. Fortunately, I've only a little work left to do here, so I'll gather my things and set off for Talmberg.
Thank you, Father. May God reward you 1,000 times.
Right, we come back, Conrad. So, we've got the beer. We've got the pitch. Right, we need to go... Actually, let's get the meat first. Meat's easy enough to get. Let's see how many they need so I don't overstock. 200. One time I turned up with about 800 and I just had to chuck the rest away. Just not bad. 200. There's 1. 5, 7, 16. That on the horse. I need to go and get some more food. I'll go to Conrad now, or the meat will be spoilt, so there's no point in doing that.
Greetings, good knight. How may I serve you?
Right, porridge and lentil soup. Bread. See if the meat's marked stolen. Yep. Hopefully by the time we get back it won't be. So, I think that's a, is that a C or it's a G? Right. Okay. H. Right.
Yeah.
What you doing walking along there, Rupert?
Yeah.
The Lord be praised. What brings you to me?
I've arranged for a priest to come. He promised to take care of the people around here.
Thank you, Henry. Lifting the spirit can help us all.
I got hold of a sawbones to take care of our wounded.
Thank you. Most of them have already lost their homes. Their lives are all they have left. Goodbye.
It's the quartermaster here. Wait, count. No, I went to the wrong camp.
I hope I can be of help to you, Knight.
I've arranged some beer for you from the local tavern.
You're a proper treasure, you are. I'm gonna put a word in about how well you look after us. Like your own kith and kin.
The charcoal burners nearby have some stocks of pitch they'll let us have.
That's handy. Sir Rubard will be pleased. What little we had left was running out, and he was getting worried.
Well, he can stop worrying.
Good. I'll get someone to take care of it. Farewell.
Get the meat off the horse.
I brought you some meat.
Stack it over here.
I forgot to check whether it's stolen, so we'll soon find out.
That's the lot.
Great. If we're really going to have to storm the walls, then at least it should be with full bellies. Oh, and here's something for your trouble. Take care now.
Herbalist. Go from above.
Yeah.
And then, like an idiot, because I've put all the herbs and everything in privy, I have to go to privy and get the herbs out that we need, unless there's any local that I can find. What?
Yeah.
Mother of God! You look like you've been assaulted.
The troops are falling asleep on guard duty. Do you have anything to help?
There's a recipe I know. I could brew up enough for 2 or 3 men with what I have here.
No, I need enough for a whole bloody encampment. Actually, for 3 camps.
That much? It would take me a week just to pick the herbs for it. Unless you were to do a bit of the legwork yourself.
Seems only reasonable, since I'm the one who wants it. What do you need?
1 handful of valerian and 2 of mint, but make sure it's fresh. And a little wormwood wouldn't hurt.
Valerian, wormwood, mint.
God be with you.
Let's have a look, see where we are. Wormwood. best place to go is the mill, and then I can go and pick it all. Right, how many of each does she need? 60 mint, 30 valerian, 6 wormwood. Get out the way, Mum. Come on, off you go. So I'll grab some more while I'm here. Right, valerian and wormwood. Might be some wormwood over here. Let's grab that. So I think it's just valerian we need. Yep, 30 valerian. No, it's a longer way of doing it, but I like doing it like this.
Yeah.
And there's all the valerian we need. Once. We've got everything now, we just need Master Faithful. Not, hang on. Oh, that'd be, that's it, Conrad. Get back to that morning. That one takes a little while to sort out.
Yeah.
I was trying to take a shortcut, but it's obviously not going to work. Yep. Ah, damn. I had to talk to him. Now I can ask Nicodemus. If he was actually there. Oh, yeah, he's gone, isn't he?
Good God. What happened to your clothes? If you were robbed, you should report it.
How are things going here?
Quite well. It's a lot of work, but I have a feeling I'm doing something useful. Johanka and Brother Nicodemus showed me what to do, and I already know a thing or two.
Sounds good.
I have a roof over my head, enough to eat, and they even pay me a bit. It's really quite fine.
I'm glad to hear it. And you've had no trouble from anyone?
No, everyone has been kind. It's sweet of you to care, Henry. God be with you.
I won't get any sleep. I just won't get any sleep.
Do you happen to know the whereabouts of Conrad Keyser?
But of course, he's staying with our local custodian. That's the big house in the courtyard by the monastery.
Goodbye.
So Urban's not there. out there. Oh, come on, someone open up. Nope, gonna have to lockpick it. No. When he wants in, he does his damnedest to get in.
Hey, who's there?
It's the invisible person, so don't worry about it.
Enter.
I love that voice.
Huh? By the horn of Joshua, you startle me. I thought you were urban. What do you want?
Sir Tobias Fayfar, the master builder and engineer from Skalitz, sends his greetings.
Fayfar? Tobias Fayfar? I've heard of him. He invented an interesting mining machine. What does he need?
Sir, have you heard what's been going on in Talmberg?
I've heard a thing or two. Is it true the castle's been taken?
It has, and we want to take it back. Master Fayfar has been given the task of building a trebuchet, but he's not sure he can manage it.
I doubt it myself. Building siege engines is an entirely different kettle of fish than mining. Damn, I'd like to rain some boulders on those heathens of Sigismund's. But that can't be done with a quill and parchment, and I can't leave here right now.
Why can't you leave?
That's a long story. I was a little, more than a little, critical of Sigismund's efforts at Nicopolis. And it might surprise you to know, after that defeat, he didn't particularly appreciate my criticism. Then, when Sigismund abducted the king, I didn't feel too secure in Prague, so I left. Perhaps left is the wrong word. Some might say I was banished. In any case, I went to Bethlern Castle.
They locked you up in Bethlern?
Not quite. It's a royal castle. They leave me to my own devices there. Frankly, this so-called banishment has been a bit of a blessing. I have peace and quiet to attend to my opus and a band of able assistants. Although I have lost quite a few of my patrons thanks to all this unrest.
And why are you here in Sassa?
To be honest, I need the money.
Money, sir? You don't seem like a man who lives in want.
Dear me, no. I don't need it to support myself. It's to fund my opus. That's why I agreed to help with the construction of the monastery. So you see, I can't simply take my leave.
What is it you're working on, sir?
Belli Fortis. A great book of war machines and weapons. My opus magnum, my legacy. All you have seen here are but snippets of my great work. Mark my words. One day, our whole world will be run by machines and inventions not yet dreamed of.
Of course. Any day now, they'll plough our fields and milk our cattle.
What did you say?
Oh, nothing. Just thinking aloud about things for battle. Could I help you escape, perhaps?
Who says I want to?
But you said you couldn't leave, sir.
Young man, I can't leave because I gave my word I'd help with the building of the monastery here. And my word is my bond. I have no intention of sneaking away like some criminal.
Who do you work for here?
My contract is with the abbot himself, but I discussed the work details with Carol, the monastery's master builder.
Could I not just pay off the master builder for your services?
I doubt it. Carol is only interested in the construction. As long as he has the money to pay the craftsman's wages, that's all he needs.
Ah, as long as he has enough for wages, you say?
Yes, what are you thinking?
Couldn't Carol be persuaded somehow? After all, the defence of the province is at stake.
I realise that, but Sassau Monastery has always kept its neutrality. What's more, the abbot isn't here at present, and without his permission, Carol won't be persuaded. But I might have another idea.
What do you suggest?
Carol received his commission in writing. If you found it, we could copy the abbot's seal and signature on our own document.
That's a curiously interesting idea.
My inventiveness has many applications. I could be back here before the abbot, so he won't even know I was gone.
How do I get my hands on the commission?
It will be somewhere in his quarters. You'll need to get it quickly and put it back before he notices it's gone. I suggest waiting until evening. That's when Carol usually goes to the tavern to play dice. He's fond of his dice. Maybe you can take advantage of that somehow.
Right. I'll see what I can do.
I love Brian Blessed. He's a brilliant bloke. But Conrad Kaiser in real life, he came up with some inventions that were good and not so good, and some were just barbaric. They found the first reference to a chastity belt that he had drawn, so that's the first known record of that. Hang on, what am I doing? Get the commission. He also drew the first designs for divers so they could go underwater, but he originally done it so that soldiers could go underwater to make it easier. The design got put away, no one wanted to do it, and years later the design was found and it was adapted, and that's how modern diver suits came about. But he's an interesting person to look up. What am I doing? Go back. That's why I'm confusing myself. That's not hard to do, honest.
God bless you. What troubles you?
I've got that commission.
Not so loud, for heaven's sake. Show it here. The very thing. Go to the Sassau scribe and say to him the fox isn't half as clever as he thinks. Then he'll do as you ask.
Is that a password?
Just so. He insists on it. Don't forget to repeat it verbatim and aloud. Then all you have to do is take the new document to Carol and tell him a messenger brought it.
All right.
But most importantly, do it quickly and put the commission back immediately. Carol's no fool. If he can't find it, he'll put two and two together when you bring him the new document, and the game will be up.
By the looks of this, he was probably a practical joker as well. I've always liked history in school, but since playing this game I've been looking up a bit more about the history behind this game. It's quite interesting the way that game developers have taken it, they've stuck to it. But I'm not saying anymore because it spoiled the second game.
I'll stay firm all winter.
Feast for your eyes and your stomachs. It's hard to resist.
Well, could possibly spoil the second game, depending on how long that game takes over a period of time. It's the bailiff. Want scribe.
I'm at your service, Sir Knight.
I have a message for you. The fox isn't half as clever as it thinks.
What?
The password about the fox?
What in heaven's name are you blabbering about?
Conrad Keyser sent me.
Why the hell didn't you say so?
That sod. He deliberately lied to me to make me look stupid.
Well, never mind. What do you want?
I've got this document here, and I need to have a different one drawn up with the same signature and seal.
So Conrad is still up to his old tricks. Give him my greetings. Let's see it then. All right. Give me an hour. And I hope I won't have problems on your account. Take care.
That seat's not much good looking at a wall. Not much better, but it'll do. We better get him some food as well. One person.
Is it done?
Here you are. And pass on my best to the old dragon. God be with you.
Good wives, come have a look. Don't
Yeah.
be shy.
Garlic soup for the winter.
Yeah.
Between the two of you, Bill.
At your service, Sir Knight.
A messenger brought a dispatch for you.
To the hand of charge, assistance, permission to leave Sasau? How very convenient for you.
The hand of fate.
We'll see what fate brings. I have an authorization letter of my own from the abbot, and if your letter of patent is fake, you'll be in trouble. Come with me. God be with you.
One of the only people in the game to actually put his bowl back and not dump it on the floor.
So Conrad may leave?
He can. The letter of patent is genuine, and when the abbot commands...
Wonderful. I'll tell him.
God save you, Henry.
An assassin after all this time. They're after me! Sweet Jesus, I knew this day would come!
What? Who is... Carol said you can leave and...
Leave? I can't even set foot outside the door! Not now!
Please, calm down and tell me what's going on.
They're after me!
It's better than infamy. They got it infamy.
Who? Who's after you?
Sigismund's people, of course!
Why would they be after you?
Because he's never forgiven my criticisms of Nicopolis. Now he's decided to pay me back. What am I to do?
What makes you think someone's after you?
When I was on my way to Sasau, I saw Baron Pekar in Kostelitz. He was with Sigismund on the crusade, as was I. Now I've been told he was seen at the local tavern. And a stranger's been creeping around the gardens here late at night. My God, there are signs someone was trying to force the door. They're after me, Henry. The Lord preserve me. They want to kill me.
Take it easy. If someone's after you, I'll see to him. I'll have a sniff around the town or lie in wait for him.
I don't know. What if he sneaks past you?
He won't, I promise. I'll hide in the garden, and if anyone starts creeping around after dark, I'll catch him.
You will, won't you? Good, good. And be sure to hide well. If he sees you, he won't come.
Right, watch out for the assassin at midnight. Let's move my horse so he doesn't get spooked. Some of these. All of them. Might as well while we're here. Not the way, Mark. You're a nice dog, but you get in the way. Go back to the herbalist in a bit. Mutt, you stay.
Wait here for me. Stay.
Just got to do something, and that's why I've set it at just under an hour early. Be back in 2 secs. Oh, it's hard to get bloody comfortable. Right now it's just the waiting game. Swords out. Doesn't help that it's so hot at the moment. Mark's Billy's gonna give us away at this rate. Let's save. Now we've got somewhere to go back to if we miss it. Oh, it's Henry. I thought it was a dog. If you've played this game before, you know this is one of the most boring parts where you've just got to hang around and wait. And there's no guarantee that it'll turn up this night. I might have to wait till the following night. Let's just check. Watch out for the assassin. Leave it much longer. There's no chance of him turning up tonight. Well, if he leaves it much longer, not me. At least we've got Mutt keeping us company. Doesn't look like he's coming tonight. There's someone talking, but I just think that's the guards. If he's not here by 5, he's not coming. Be getting too late and he'll be seen. Get some exercise while you. Looks like it's way too late. No. Not coming.
Well, I never.
But it's a bed up.
Hey!
Isn't it? I
They're
thought
off
you'd have been
before I
up
have
and
you thrown out.
doesn't help him up there with the sword.
Can you hear me? Something you're looking for here?
Yeah, I was waiting for someone to break in. Alright then, you go back to sleep. I'll nick your bed when you're awake.
What the hell was that?
Don't know what time he goes to work. Let's have a look.
Who are you?
Why can't I use a friggin' ladder? Let's try it. 7 o'clock. Failed. Right, let's go back. I couldn't have failed because I was there all night and he doesn't turn up when it's early hours. Something went wrong. All we can do then is just sit and wait. So if you're watching this on YouTube, you might want to fast forward till he eventually turns up. Go away, Urban. I'm not in the mood for you.
What? You thought I wouldn't find out? You didn't return the relic.
But I... Oh, bugger.
How could you do that? It's because of people like you that they won't let decent folk in.
Well, that's funny because I tried and the game glitched. It said I put it back, but I've still got hold of it. Just Urban's turn up when you don't want him. Don't you glitch on me now.
This one I wanted to vent my rage on someone.
Looks like the game's glitching. So what I do is I'll come out of it. It'll probably say that I've paused the stream, but I'll try and reload it as quick as I can. I think that horse and knight would look pretty smart as a tattoo. This time, Urban, leave me alone. Ah, be quiet. Oh, no, go away. Thank you. Be quiet, I'm trying to catch someone. Shit, there he is. You nearly blew my cover, Urban.
Halt! What are you doing here?
Quiet, for God's sake. You'll wake the whole monastery.
Silence! For God's sake, I caught you in the middle of an assassination attempt.
Assassination? What are you on about?
Are you Lord Pekar, the one who was on the crusade?
Well, yes. How do you know that?
Because you've come to assassinate Conrad Keyser.
Keyser? He's living here in the monastery?
Well, yes. Right here in this house. What's your business here?
It's all a terrible mistake. I've a long-standing arrangement with the custodian here, Sir Sebastian von Berg. I supply him with salt and spices, and I've come to realise how he's been cheating me repeatedly. The dispute's been running for a while and still has legs. So I wanted my money back, that's all. I've no quarrel with Conrad.
I don't believe a word you say.
Well, sorry, but I'm telling the truth. I suppose there's nothing to be done about it, unless you intend to skewer me on the spot. But if it will help you sleep better, I'll stop creeping around here at night and find some other way to deal with the custodian. God be with you.
You are the assassin. If I didn't kill him now, I would have had to stay around and protect Conrad as he attacks them at the camp. And I ain't got no time to be doing that. How did you not hear me kill someone outside?
Well, did you find anyone?
I did.
And?
He's dead. He was an assassin, all right.
Lord have mercy. Was it Pekar?
It was. He made excuses about a conflict with Sir Sebastian, but it was clear what he meant to do.
So they are after me. I knew it. Sweet Jesus, there'll be more. I need to hide away somewhere.
Come to Talmberg. You'll be surrounded by a whole garrison there.
Yes. Yes, I suppose that does make sense. Thank you, Henry. I'm in your debt. We'll meet at Talmberg.
Yeah, you're well protected, but he still manages to get into the camp. Hopefully that's not my last pack, but otherwise we'll have to go potion making. see if it sets. Easier. Oh, come on, I nearly had it. I think I've nearly cleaned him out. Done all of it. Now we just leave it. Got to go back to the tavern and put it all away anyway. Oh, you look so nice. I want to sleep with the door on him. Right, torch so we don't get checked. Jet.
Yeah.
No matter how many times you kill Urban, he still keeps coming after you. That's one glitch on fix. I said in yesterday's video I was gonna sell everything when I'd stop streaming. I went from around about 50,000 K in coin up to 130 odd. Took me 2 hours to sell everything, and that was a pain in the backside. Definitely need to check and see whether I've got any advert. am I still overloaded? Right, advert. No, need to make some. And I put the herbalist's herbs away that I needed. So I'll have to sort that out as well. So it is wormwood, valerian and mint. Let's see how many of each I've got to get back out. 60 mint, 30 valerian, 6 worm. Six wormwood. It was 60 mint. That's you, valerian. Must be 6 wormwood done. Yeah, got it right. Townburg first. Go and see the herbalist, then go to Privy and get some padfoot made. Oh, shoot, just while I'm going to make a coffee, see what he wants.
Please, sir, help me.
What's happened to you?
I've walked all the way from Cuttenberg, but as you can see, I'm barefoot. My feet are frayed to the bone. Don't you have a strip of clean cloth for me, good sir, so I can swathe my feet at least?
Penitents ought to go barefoot. Don't you know that?
But I'm not a penitent, sir. I'm just poor.
And you're poor because you're a sinner. Don't you know that God rewards the just and punishes the sinners?
I know that, but...
No buts. God has punished you for your sins, so you ought to bear your poverty as your just penance.
You're a cruel one, lad. Don't let me
Oh, I
delay
don't like
you.
that one.
I'd best wait for a more generous soul.
I didn't think it was going that way. Otherwise I'd have chose a different option. Right, let's have a look. Leave it as is. I know next time not to say about the penitence.
Yeah.
I thought he was going to give in and give him some bandages. Oh yeah, Townberg. Every time I go to make my drink, I get ambushed.
Yeah.
Bloody cutscenes.
A well-chosen site. You want to strike the gate, do you?
True. We don't want to do more damage than necessary.
I quite understand. Sir Toth is holed up there, is he?
Just so, Master Conrad. I hear you have some accounts to settle with him.
Ah, not entirely. I've done with him. Sigismund trusted him more than me in his campaign against the Ottomans, and we all know how that ended up.
How did it end up?
Badly, my lord. The flower of French knighthood was slain there. Sigismund fled for his life, and I did too, I must confess.
Be assured we shall not make the same mistake here. We do not intend to starve them into submission, but to break down the gate.
I am at your service, my lords. We will build the trebuchet quickly. It will be ready in a matter of days. And I can supply, for example, Roquetta to sweep the foe from the battlements.
Roquetta? I do not believe I've heard of such a term.
Roquetta are missiles filled with black powder with a touch hole at the bottom to ignite it. They shoot forward, something like a hand cannon, but without rocks. The rocket is the missile.
I see. But we don't have black powder in these parts. Nor cannon.
Indeed. It should have occurred to me. But I am very fond of Roquetta, and I always think what Alexander the Great might have accomplished with them. I understand. We find ourselves in a conventional situation that demands a conventional solution.
I'm still hoping that Toth will see sense and parley with us.
He may well do so, especially when we set up the trebuchet on his doorstep.
Right, now to carry on to the herbalist.
Yeah.
Wait. Get off the bush.
Yeah.
God grant you help. How may I help you?
I've gathered up all we need.
Excellent. This will probably do the trick. And do you have the wormwood?
Here it is.
Fine, fine. I'll get started. It's going to take a while. Take care.
Right, let's go to Privy while she's making that. That don't make sense. Updated. Said I needed to get more valerian. Oh, rolling. There you go. Say hello to your friend again.
God be with you.
How's it going, fellas?
Well, Master Bailiff, well. But I speak for all of us when I ask, what's to become of all this timber we've logged?
True. It is piling up. The thing is, we've no plans to build anything big just now.
That means we'll be out of work. What are we to live on?
Don't worry, you'll have work enough. We'll sell the timber. Besides, we'll need to clear the woods even more to expand in the future. Have a word with the merchant. He'll arrange to have the timber hauled away and sold. You have my permission for that.
Thank you, sir. We'll do as you say.
It's part of the reason I'm really hoping that there will be a KCD3 so that we can finish building this town and make the houses and possibly rebuild Skeletons. That'd be quite good. Need to go and get herbs out the chest and put them on the side. Oh my, putting him in. I don't need them. The minute I thought I was emptying what I've got, so I'll have to put them back. See what reading level I am. So hopefully it'll let me read it if it doesn't glitch. I'm level. Yep, 15. That makes no sense. definitely need index. Ivite, Valerian, Canamel. Whatever. So I can't remember. Let's see if, wait. I did get it all. Nine. 12. See what more. Charcoal. It's charcoal. Shove. I haven't had a game of dice yet, so let's go and have a quick game or two. No more.
God. How are you? Good luck then.
Oh, here, get the free booze. He looks like he's got money.
I'm honored that a knight such as you takes an interest in me.
You up for a throw or two?
Just keep the one. some reason his voice is really quiet. I think this is about third, maybe fourth game I've had where they haven't scored. I've beat them just in this one through.
God be with you.
Alright, let's have a look. Wait for the potion to be brewed. Can do that. Go back. We'll go back to the herb woman and just wait. One.
I'm in the same boat. I've got goods ordered too.
Do you know where it happened?
I'm not sure. Everyone has a
Let's just be
different
nosy for a minute.
Mother of God, what will I do without those fabrics? I can't turn up in my tatty old dress. I'll be a laughing stock. Things are going from bad to worse. It's about time the Lords did something about it.
Indeed. We can only pray for deliverance.
See if the stable hands turned up. It's definitely not. Almost certain I have a stable. That can give us something to do while we're waiting for the herbalist. For some reason, I always thought it was Ginger that I'd managed to get. I think I managed to get him once, but we're going hire the other bloke that's traumatised. Zola.
God,
Torva.
God be with you. What can I do for you?
Would you have anyone here who would work as a groom for me in Pribyslavitz?
Well, there might be, but we're still getting things back into shape after that raid. And I can't afford to lose my hands. Although, poor Mark could do with the change. He's not been himself since that night. Always staring at the ground like he can still see those dead horses. I'm afraid it's not good for him being here, but I can't just trust him to anyone.
Not to worry, I'll take good care of him. And I can really use someone who understands horses.
It'd do him good to move away and leave those ghosts behind. Especially if he's taking care of horses. He's a clever lad and loves those animals. But who's going to do his job here? I can't afford to hire a new hand right away.
Naturally, I wouldn't expect you to let him go without some compensation.
Well, if you can pay enough so we can hire a new stable boy.
Oh, that's easy.
The money will help, and after all, it is the best thing for Mark. God be with you.
Did I tell you about my wife's lace making?
No, I didn't know she did that.
She only started
tell me her
not
name's
long
Betty.
ago. Always in the evening, while there's still a bit of light, she sits down and gets on with it. And she's quite deft at it by now.
I'm not surprised. Betty was always good with her hand.
I see they took you back
It's
in.
amazing how many people are married to
have,
this bloody
but-
Betty.
It might have been better if I never came back.
What's the matter?
I don't know. It's just strange. My mind's all churned up. I keep thinking it could happen again. I should have been lying there with the horses, my throat cut. That fellow with the limp saved me, but...
It will pass.
I hope so. I pray for it every night. I shouldn't have come back. I should have just gone far from here.
You still can.
I suppose so.
You told me you'd teach me something useful.
Aye, and I keep my word.
Welcome, Henry.
Got Ginger's achievement. Still not ready. Listen. It's just file. Look like a pair of demon eyes. Let's get some sleep involved now, and then explore during the day.
Yeah.
Now the potion's ready. Still gonna do this first.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hang on, give me 2 seconds. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
oh no, I'm that way.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah.
from a woman's lot. What be this place I'm looking for? Wait till night time, see if anyone turns up. The reason I'm looking at this place is I was watching Redbeard's stream last night. Red, and then it's Beard on Beerd. I was watching his stream, and this place had loads of people there that had all escaped from the raids and Skallets. So obviously I've left it too long in the game to actually go and help them. But there's a hidden camp up here. And it's just there for anyone that wants to try it when they play through. Right, let's head back to the herbalist. Just thought I'd show you the little area. I've never seen it before until I watched the stream last night, so it's a new one for me. But as he was saying in his stream last night, that's part of the game, that an area of the map that's not really explored in the game, so a lot of people don't have a real reason to go there. Let's go to the tavern and get sleep. Should still be deserted. that I've still got my bed. So if my voice keeps going higher as I'm finishing a word, it's because I'm in a lot of pain with my back. Still got a clean conscience. Can't see how. Must be still going from when I did the penance thing. I thought I'd got rid of that.
Yeah.
Good morning.
So, is the concoction ready?
All done. Here, take the keg. I won't be lugging a heavy great thing like that around myself.
Thank you for your help.
Well, best of luck, lad. Now, I need a rest. Goodbye.
Let's take it back to the camp.
Yeah.
I think we've done everything. Let's have a get the potion back and talk to Faithful.
Yeah.
Let's take. I love the sound of the birds in this game. Nothing there to see, so we'll go around the side. See what Matt thinks of it.
Let's see what you can sniff out here. Seek.
Oh, is that it? Woodcutter's camp. Hang on, I'm gonna have to mute the mic again.
Look what I've got for you. You'll love this.
Right, I'm back. Hang on 2 seconds. Where were we going? Oh yeah, the camp. And then we got a bit diverted.
Yeah.
Henry, that's not a safe way down. Let's go. No, that's definitely not a safe way down. Oh, this is the bit where Matthew and Fritz waits. Let's go outside and go down.
How are you?
This ought to help with your sleepy soldiers.
What's in it? It stinks to hell.
Yes, and it's hellish potent too. A drop in the evening, and you won't fall asleep till just before noon.
Really? I hope it does the job. That it doesn't give them a runs in the process.
Hopefully not. But if it does, well, it's hard to sleep with the runs, isn't it?
True enough, but you're not much good as a guard when you're squatting in the bushes.
See
Can you
if there's
teach
any
me how to defend myself better in combat?
skill perks I can get.
Certainly.
I'm interested in more advanced techniques.
Wouldn't you rather learn the...
Skip these.
I'd like to learn...
Certainly.
I'd like to hone my...
First, you have to have...
Well, I'll think it over.
See you later.
Definitely not high enough yet. Go and talk to Faithful.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow, that Jay looks fucking brilliant.
God be with you, lad. What can I do for you?
I came to an agreement with Conrad.
He's already here. You wouldn't believe how clever that fellow is. Now we really will build that trebuchet. That I guarantee you.
Just one thing. If he should send you somewhere and tell you to give some password about a fox or some such, well, you should take it with a grain of salt.
Password? Fox? All right. I'll bear it in mind.
Glad I could be of service.
I'm truly grateful to you. And the men will be too when the assault starts. Fine work. You've certainly saved many lives. I probably shouldn't, but go and have a look in my trunk. You might find something there you can use.
Thank you.
Good luck then.
Oh, take. Wait until the trebuchet is built. Finished. So I think we'll go back to Rovna and take care of these bandits. It's going to be a few days before it's done anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
See. This looks interesting. Hang on a sec, I need to mute my mic. Right, I'm back again. Oh, this is their counterfeit hideout. Wait. Two person. Oh, no, to use other. Way down. Let's see where this goes. Death by cave. Mine shaft. follow and see where it goes. Down. If I get stuck, I can always go back to the last save. Two really long ladders, and I hate heights. Not been here before. It's getting more and more ominous. Can't see any more arrows. This one. Beams. That I can see, so we're going wrong. Yeah, it's the money laundering one. Never knew there was another way into it. Hopefully this is the way out. If it's not, I just go to the last save. Oh, there is a way out. Oh, shoot. Hang on, let me save. Right, hang on a sec, I need to mute the mic again.
What are you Someone doing?
There.
Giving up already?
Over here! Where is everyone? Quick! Two arms! Get over here! Alert! You know this one.
Christ!
darling.
Amazing. Yeah? Why you never what?
So, how am I doing with the village?
Let's see. How do you think you're doing? We've already finished everything successfully. Excellent work, Henry.
I'm glad you're pleased.
So we back. Let's head back to not get distracted this time. I'm gonna have a break here and I'll probably be back on in about half an hour. But until then, I will see you all later and catch you in a bit.